Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Wednesday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Jalen Williams and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, things starting to solidify as that game is going to be number 10 on the year for them. Team getting sharper every time out.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Sabonis. And it's Levine. And at the small forward. And for Denver, out on the perimeter, it's going to be Brown and Johnson. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point. Clark, so many games left on the schedule. We are only scratching the surface of this season.
Yeah, you know, these first handful of games have been a lot of fun, though. But you're exactly right. I mean, there's a ton of season left to go, and the standings are going to be pretty fluid until we get further along in the season. He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
DeRozan surveying the D. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Stolen by Westbrook. An even 3-on-3 break. Levine against Johnson. Jokic with the steal. Murray outside. Pass to Gordon. Now Brown. Sinks the three-pointer.
Defense has to get out when Brown is out there on the perimeter. He can do damage from out there.
And for Christian Brown, 3 high school state titles. Then a national championship in college. And now Clark, an NBA champion in Denver.
Yeah, you can count the guys that have done that in the history of the NBA on maybe 2 hands. It might only be 1. You'd have to categorize him as a winner, if nothing else. I mean, and his game is all about quality. I mean, he does everything. He moves well without it. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He defends well. I mean, he's just a throwback all-around good guard. The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
Sabonis finds DeRozan over Gordon. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Sabonis.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now, here's Jokic. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. They get it again. Johnson outside. Pass to Murray. Clock at 4. Fires the 3. DeRozan with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Domantas Sabonis is driven. He said, quote, "There's no calm time with me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games. That desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Kings. Malik Monk comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Valanciunas coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Hardaway kicks to Watson. Westbrook against Brown. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Russell Westbrook. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, Sacramento this season, bringing in Dennis Schroeder to provide stability to their point guard position, and he's coming off an efficient postseason with Detroit. Schroeder's impact has varied depending on the situation, but the Kings are hoping and believing he'll thrive in their system.
They love his disposition. Thank you, Shams. And the first one at the line is good.
Bruce Brown is just one of those guys that can fill just about any role they need him to. Tremendous versatility.
Denver making a switch here. Pickett's checked in. And then for Sacramento, Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. Sharge comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Keon Ellis in for Russell Westbrook. He hits one and misses one each at the line. And this summer, Carmelo Anthony inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The former 3rd overall pick by Denver back in 2003.
And he played 7.5 seasons with the Nuggets, his longest stretch with any team, representing them 4 times in the All-Star game.
Now here's Hardaway. 11-point game his last outing.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Hardaway against Levine. One second left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Peyton Watson is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And it's Carter missing. The Nuggets leading by 4. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Oh, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the shot goes in. Sabonis has got 6 points.
Sabonis, really good basketball instincts, especially in the paint area. Knows exactly how to operate.
Pass to Valanciunas. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Valanciunas. Now Watson. Shot clock at 5. From outside, off the mark.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
To the middle. Sabonis. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
And you know what? At 6'10", dunking is low stress for Sabonis. Solid at getting himself inside for these throwdowns.
And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. Johnson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Christian Brown subbed in for Bruce Brown. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Saric. Zach LaVine's checked in for Ellis. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Carter. Now, here's Jokic. Nothing on the board. Murray for three. Nailed from three-point land.
This is Murray's game. Shoot-first combo guard. He's ready to fire as soon as he has it.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Denver. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Kings going into last season, bringing an experienced closer in DeMar DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis said it's what we needed. More veterans. For a young team, we all know we're good, but it never hurts to have one of those big-time NBA players on the team for confidence, for backup, for everything. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And so Brown will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Gordon with no one around. It's good from long range. Gordon's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Monk against Brown. DeRozan for 3. Gordon with the defensive effort. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Levine. Now Schroeder. Outside DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Monk. Three-pointer. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight from deep three-point territory. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far. How are you guys feeling about the conferences now? Relevant? Irrelevant?
You know what? That's not a bad rapper name. Irrelevant.
That's kind of ironic. I like that. That could be my rapper name.
Hey, Ernie. Yeah, we could be a duo. You could be irrelevant. I could be iconic with the K.
Iconic Kitty. Now that's ironic.
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Sacramento Kings.
I hate what they're doing on defense. Giving up too many gimmies, it makes me mad just watching it.
And I've seen you on the golf course and the hardwood track. Gimmies are the only shots you make.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's been getting it done is Domantas Sabonis.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Denver leading by 6. Here's who Doug Christie is starting in the second half. DeRozan out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Schroeder in at the point. Now here's Murray. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. A three-pointer off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
At 6'6", DeRozan can fly with the best of them.
Pass to Gordon. Now, here's Jokic, defended by Sabonis. Sabonis against Jokic. A floater. That's a 2 from Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And that's now 7 points for Aaron Gordon. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. This past postseason, the Nuggets, Clark, were a part of 2 thrilling Game 7 series.
Yes, indeed they were. They beat the Clippers in the first round and then fell to the Thunder in a very competitive series and ended up giving the eventual NBA champs their toughest test of the postseason.
Denver leading by 6. Murray finds Jokic. Inside is Jokic territory.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Here's Sacramento now. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, longest of the season. Outside Westbrook. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. It's stolen by Schroeder. And here we go. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Westbrook does not lack for style in finishing, and when you got his explosiveness, that's an easy thing to do.
.144 left to play here in the third. Gordon with the screen from Murray. Pass to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Latrey gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gordon's got the lead up to 9 now for Denver.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. For the Nuggets, Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Gordon, and it's Bruce Brown in for Christian Brown. And a change for the Kings. Monk's checked in. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. DeRozan against Johnson. Clock at 6. DeRozan inside.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Good on the three-point shot. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And so here's Sacramento. Sabonis' screen on Hardaway. Bean passes to DeRozan. And the layup's good off the glass. That's now 8 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Just so good finishing around the goal. DeMar is tremendous in the paint.
Johnson sets the screen for Hardaway. Johnson the pass to Jokic. Wide open look here for Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Murray's got 8.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Here's DeRozan. Monk outside. Shoots the 3. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. They lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Murray. Aiden Watson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Brown, and it's Hardaway in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Monk for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Monk's got his first 3 points of the game.
You've got to get out on Monk now. He shoots a high percentage from outside the arc, and the form, perfect.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Aaron Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. Johnson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Christian Brown subbed in for Brown. Then for the Kings, Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. DeRozan comes in for Saric, and it's Russell Westbrook in for Monk. Now, here's Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. That shot, no good. The Nuggets leading by 11. Jokic with the screen on Westbrook. Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Jokic doing a nice job on the screen, solidly set, then rolls to the perfect spot for the score.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the King. And Doug Christie is called a timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Doug Christie was going over with this team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen in on, guys.
Allie, thank you so much. And stolen by Gordon. Brown! Jokic, always hovering.
Savvy, size, length, strength, touch. Jokic, a low down on the blocks.
The Kings trail by 15. Now DeRozan. Here's Sabonis. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
This has truly been a special era, Clark, for this Nuggets franchise.
You know, it has been. There's no denying it. Over the last 5 years, they've held the second best regular season record after the Celtics. Of course, the franchise got its first NBA title in 2023, thanks to the all-time greatness of Nikola Jokic.
So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
The Kings trail by 15. Outside DeRozan. It's deflected. Jokic with the steal.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nuggets.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Look, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. DeRozan. That one misses. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Nikola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. It's when we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nikola. Back to you guys.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.